Assalamualaikum friend. Today video is basically related to the field density test. There are around 4 field density tests. Sand replacement method most commonly used in Pakistan, core cutter method, rubber balloon method and nuclear density method. This last one is basically most commonly used in foreign and abroad projects. So sand replacement method, it is most commonly used in Pakistan and it required around 90 to 95% of total compaction. So before this test we need to perform the MDD and OMC, which is obtained from the Proctor test. The frequency of this test are mentioned in the tender documents, and before this test we need to calibrate the cone calibration as well as the density of the sand. So this method is used in cohesive and uh, cohesive soils and cohesionless soils, for both type of soils. This is the apparatus of the test. This is the basically the speedy moisture test for the moisture recording. This is the weight balance tray, brush, scoop, uh, um, sieves 30 and 16. This is the basically the bowl used for the calibration of the sand and calibration of the cone and density. This is the basically the apparatus used in field for transferring the sand into the hole. The main procedure is first you find the density of sand and calibration of sand cone. Both readings should be noted down on the sand cone apparatus. Then in the field, first you make a level surface, then place the base plate with nails and start digging 6-inch hole with the hammer and chisel, and transfer the soil into the polythene bag with spoon. So you need to note down the weight of the soil. Then you need to put the you need to note down the weight of initial weight of sand cone method. Then you need to put the sand cone apparatus on the hole, and then you start pouring the sand into the hole. As the pouring of the um, sand stop down, then you need to note down the residual wedge. During this time you need to find the moisture by speedy tester. So after transferring the soil into the uh, after that you need to remove the sand from the hole and clean it by 16 and 30 numbers. So this is the basically the calibration of cone and density of the sand. It is basically first you need to sand of 16 and 30 pass. Then you need to uh, note down the volumes. So these are the volumes, and this is the basically volume of the bowl, and these are the volume of sands during 3 trials, recorded 3 trials. Where these are basically weight of sand to fill the volume of the calibrated uh, container. So this is the basically the density of sand, and this is the basically for the sand cone calibration. So as 3 trials are conducted on it, and after which these are the 3 weights of the sand in cone. So the average is around 1.843. So both these two values, 1.419 and 1843, these should be mentioned on the sand cone apparatus. This is the basically the calculation involved after conducting this. This is the basically weight of soil that is obtained from the hole. This is the depth of the layer. So this is the initial weights of the sand cone apparatus. This is after which the sand is poured into the hole, and this is the sand used for filling the hole only. This is the same 1843 in the cone sand to fill the cone. This is the basically uh, sand used to fill the cone, and I have made a mistake. This is the basically the total amount of it is the after pouring down the sand, and this is the total amount of sand used. So after which basically the main concept is here the volume of the hole is found out through the pouring down the sand in the hole. So after which you can see that here we have the compaction required in that case is 95%, and our results are around 95.4, 95.4, 94.9 and 95.2. So this is the basically main formula used in each test to find out the dry density. This is the video of the test. Next method is core cutter method. This method is most commonly used on cohesive soil and not suitable for the cohesion-less soils. And it is quick as compared to other method. This is the apparatus. This is the weight hammer. This is the core cutter apparatus, and this is the coiler placed on the top of core cutter. Tray used for storing down the soil. Weight balance for weighing different weights. Straight edge for smoothing the for straight edge, speedy moisture, and the chart required for speedy moisture reading comparison. Basically, first of all you need to first you need to clean out around 2 foot area. Then you need to put the core cutter and with collar on it. Then you need to strike down with the hammer. So as that core cutter is being pushed into the soil, then you need to fully then you need to remove it. First of all you need to Note down the empty weight of the core cutter without collar. Then as it is completely pushed into the soil, then you remove and note down the weight of soil plus core cutter. So, and at that point you need to completely flush the collar soil with the core cutter, and you need to find out the moisture content by the speedy moisture tester. So this is the whole test core cutter method. The other method is the rubber balloon method. It is most commonly used for the compact granular and fine grained soil. It is not suitable for high plastic soil. This is the apparatus. This is the graduated cylinder. This is the balloon that is used for finding the volume, and this is the rubber pulp pressure, and this is the base plate or density plate. So first these are the apparatus: tray, balance, spoon, speedy moisture and chart. First you need to fix the clean the area, level the land, then put the base plate with the hole in it. Then you need to place down the apparatus on it, squeeze the bulb pressure, and note down the initial value. You need to put around 2 liter water before reading, noting down the reading, because that water basically push down the balloon, and as it level down with the as it touches the ground, you need to note down the initial H1 value. Okay, and after that you remove that rubber balloon apparatus, then you need to make a hole with the soil agar, and that you need to note down the weight of the soil removed from the hole, and also note down this moisture content by speedy moisture. Then after making hole, for example this is the hole, you need to place down the same apparatus, rubber balloon apparatus, then squeeze down the bulb pressure pump, and as that balloon covers that hole, you need to again note down the H2 value. Okay, so H2 minus H1, it will give you the volume, and similarly the weight of the soil divided by volume, which is basically obtained from H2 minus H1. It will give the wet density, while for dry density for this wet density and 1 plus moisture content percentage by speedy moisture. So this is the basically all these tests used to find out the density of the soil in the field. Thank you for watching my video and subscribe my channel.